A very good morning, class 7. Today we'll be talking about chemical changes. Now, chemical changes, first thing, is a permanent change in which new substances are formed, okay, whose chemical composition and physical properties are completely different, okay. Now, there are certain examples in our day to day life like burning of wood, metabolism in your body, cooking of an egg. You cannot get back the egg that you have cooked. Then fireworks, once the fire is ignited, the you cannot get back what you have already had, right? So these are chemical changes. Now we'll talk about the examples of chemical changes like rusting of iron, ripening of fruit. Once your banana is ripened, you cannot get back the fresh banana, right? Growing of a plant, once the plant has grown into tree, you cannot get back the seeds, right? Souring of milk, preparation of soap from oil, changing of sugar into black powdery substance. These are the examples of chemical changes. Now you should mark that there is no similarity in the original state than the new product formed. So, what is a chemical change? Chemical change is a permanent change in which new substances are formed. Chemical composition and physical properties are completely different from those of the original substance. Now, there are some examples that can be classified into one or more type, like formation of a curd. It is according to your desire, so it can be a desirable change also. Since new substance is formed, it can be a chemical change also. Now you cannot get back milk, so it can be an irreversible change also, and it is a slow process, so it can be a slow change also. So you can put this curd in various examples, in various types, but in your book your chapter name is chemical and physical, but try to put the examples in these two changes only, okay. Now there are certain activities given in your book. First activity, that is activity 10, you will roll out a roti or chapati from a ball of dough and you'll bake it on a pan. You'll make a chapati. Can you get back the dough? No. That is a chemical chain. If you take a piece of paper and you'll burn it, it turns into ashes. This is a new substance whose property is different from that of the paper. Ash cannot be changed into paper again, therefore, burning of paper is a chemical change. Now, very important topic is burning. Burning is a chemical change in which a new substance reacts with oxygen to produce a new substance called oxide with the evolution of energy in the form of heat and light. Example, burning of fuel, candle, etc. Now there's another activity given in your book is activity 12, illustrates that you'll take some iron nails and you'll bring it near a magnet. The nail gets attracted towards the magnet. Now you leave the nail in tap water for a few days. Then you take it out, you'll observe it carefully. You will see that there is reddish brown coating on the nail. This coating is known as rust. Okay? Now this rust has hydrated oxide of iron. Fe2O3.xH2O. X is the quantity of water that changes or varies. Again, you'll bring the magnet near the nail and now you will get it attracted towards the magnet. It will not get attracted. Why? Because there's a new substance formed on the nail, that is rust. So it is a chemical change. Now rusting is what? It is a chemical process in which iron reacts with oxygen in the presence of moisture to produce a reddish brown substance called rust. Now you will another activity 13, you will take a spoonful of sugar and you in a pan and you will heat it. After some time you will see that on heating the sugar you'll get a black residue of charcoal. This is a gaseous product of carbon dioxide and water vapor, and this gases immediately mix with air and do not even see them. We cannot even see them, and thus the taste of sugar turns into very bad taste, okay, and this shows that its properties are completely different from those of that sugar. So burning of sugar is also a chemical change. Then we'll see the characteristics of chemical change. I have already told you this change is permanent and cannot be reversed. One or more new substances are formed, composition and properties different are changing. Okay, There is an exchange of energy during a chemical change. This means heat and light or both may be consumed. So, a chemical change is generally called a chemical reaction. The original substance is called the reactant and the new product form is the product. Okay, now how will you know that a chemical change has taken place? When there are changes in their properties. So, what are those properties? Change in color. The color can be changed, as you can see in the ripening of fruits. Evolution of gas. Some of the gases are evolved, and release or absorption of energy in the form of heat, light, or sound. Example, when you burn a cracker, or heat and light both are produced, and the gases are also evolved. Then there's an activity given in your book, that is, you'll take a beaker and you'll put 1 to 2 pieces of quicklime into it. You'll observe that the quicklime pieces first crumbles and dissolves in water, evolving large amount of heat energy. If you touch the beaker, you can feel the heat of it in the water. Chuna, you see, no? So this is what? This is a new substance formed, that is calcium hydroxide, CaOH, that dissolves in water and produces alkaline solution called lime water. Okay. Now there are different types of energy needed for different chemical changes. Heat, light and electricity I have already told you. Now we'll talk about importance of chemical reaction. It is used in our day-to-day life, right? Like raw grains cannot be eaten, you need to cook them. Soaps, detergents cannot be uh, used directly, so you need to change its state. Many useful metals like iron, aluminium, copper, they are extracted and they are combined to produce various products, right? That is useful. Burning of fuel is a important chemical change because it produces a lot of heat energy. It is used for domestic and industrial purposes also. Then different life processes takes place in plant and animals. Okay, digestion of food is a process in which simple food breaks down with the help of enzymes in the body. Respiration is a chemical process because glucose, when combines with oxygen in the presence of carbon dioxide and water, and energy is formed. So this is a chemical change and it cannot be reversed. A very important example of both showing physical and chemical change is your burning of candle and melting of wax. Okay, when a candle is lit, the wax melts and you can turn back into liquid state by heating it. So this is a physical change. Whereas when the molten wax rises up, the wick turns into vapor and burns. The burning of wick into vapors, it burns completely. So new substances are formed, that is water vapor and carbon dioxide while burning. So candle becomes smaller and smaller. This is a chemical change. So you can see that melting of wax is a physical change, whereas burning of candle is a chemical change. Now, it is very important for you to learn the difference between physical change and chemical change. I think you have already written this in your copy. If not, you'll note down the difference between physical change and chemical change in your copy. Okay, enough for today. With this, we complete the chapter. Have a nice day. Thank you.